I used to think that these girls were just naturally stylish, but then I learned the secrets nobody talks about. Here's what cool fashion girls don't tell you. Number one, especially if these are girls that you are constantly seeing online and they have a big following, they are regularly being gifted with designer pieces and expensive clothes. Some of them have an allowance from their parents or they're in credit card debt, and some have all three. As a creator myself, I have been gifted clothing items from brands. It's a lot easier to be fashionable if you are constantly receiving trendy clothing for free in the mail. A lot of these girls wear certain clothes or certain outfits just to literally take pics in them and then go home. They are typically not dressing extravagantly on a daily basis. These outfits that we see online are very impractical and honestly would not work for day-to-day living. So keep that in mind. If you see an outfit that you think is just really out there, it may have just been put on just for social media. And I know a lot of like influencers and like online girls do this because it's literally their job. A lot of fashion girls are very comfortable with their style not having a label. I made a more detailed video on this and like the concept of online aesthetics, but I feel like the common girl or like the common person, especially younger people like Gen Alpha, tends to get really like influenced by online aesthetics and feels a need to have their style fit into a certain box. A lot of very fashionable people that I know are not thinking that way. They are just buying clothes that they like, clothes that they feel comfortable in, clothes that they would want to rewear, and not necessarily trying to fit into a certain aesthetic, because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. And that allows for them to have a much more expressive and unique personal style. They are also comfortable with weird or crazy or ugly outfits. I think a lot of people, even if they want to go for a more wild outfit, they tend to play it a little bit too safe and they tend not to want to experiment. I think cooler fashion girls that we see online, they like to experiment with their style. They like to try new things. They're not afraid of looking ugly or looking weird or people like judging their outfit. And that kind of makes for some better outfits. For example, I watch Lainey Ozark a lot here on YouTube, and sometimes she will make an outfit that I really love, and sometimes she will make an outfit that I really don't like. And I like when I don't like the outfit because it kind of shows that like there's something interesting to it. It shows to me at least that she's thinking outside of the box. She's staying very true to herself, even if it's not palatable to other people. Not everything has to be liked by everybody. Body privilege. Many of the cool fashion girls that we praise online are white and skinny, and I've noticed that wild fits are often perceived as cooler when they are seen on someone slim. So we have to consider how our internal biases are going to shape who we see as fashionable. And I've seen this trend on YouTube where is it a fit or is she just skinny? And I think this is something people need to have in the back of their minds when they're on Pinterest or Instagram or TikTok, because this is like a real thing. This also affects who gets visibility. So the people that are getting brand deals or going on brand trips or being invited to fashion events are going to be seen as cool, but people select based on how they look. So if they fit that Eurocentric beauty standard, or if they're slim, or if they're lighter skinned. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok also have algorithmic biases. So you're also more likely to see those types of people, even if it's the exact same outfit. And a lot of cool fashion girls aren't gonna tell you this because they also are blind to their own privilege. So they don't even realize that maybe up to half of the reason that they're getting views and likes and stuff like that is because of how their body looks, and not necessarily because their fit is so like cool and perfect. So let me know in the comments, what's one thing you've noticed about fashion girls that people rarely talk about? Bye.